Okay, good morning, Master Francis Cheah in Hui. Thank you very much for accepting our interview. Master Cheah is a Taiji master for very long time. So, Master Cheah, without any further ado, would you please introduce yourself a little bit about your lineage, your sifu, and whatever you like to say.
Actually, in Taiji, you don't know who is the founder, but there is only a belief because last time you don't have records. There are people say that it's from Taoist priest Kungfu. When he studied Taiji, after looking at the crane and the stick fighting, that's one of the versions. The other version is from the Han village, where supposed to be in the army, participating in the army, start developing Taiji from there. But in actual fact, we don't know who actually developed Taiji. But our linkage is that our grandmaster is Yang Kungfu. Learned from his father, that one he learned from the Taiji village. That's what we go. From there he developed his own Taiji, different from the Han Taiji in the sense that he was called to the court. That is the Manchurian court. At that time when they ordered him to teach, if you don't teach, then the whole family will be beheaded. So what he did is he only taught the physical side of Taiji. The internal side he didn't review, that is kept only within the family circle. Until lately when Cheah, his student, went to America, then only he started to share with people on the internal side of Taiji. So Taiji actually there are two ways of practicing. One is you call the Taiji practice, where you only practice the form. But when you practice actual Taiji means it's different. It's you practice how the chi move. So it's quite different. Taiji move means before you can practice the Taiji move, then you must have the breathing method. If you don't use breathing method during your performance, then there is no chi movement. Chi will spread all over the body and not in a focused directions. That is for Taiji. But Taiji in itself is a martial art. Originating is a martial art, except that it is small, soft type. Soft type means it depends on the physique of the person. When you attack a person, how shall I say, destabilize the physique of that opponent. That's why you say you don't use force. You don't use. My line is from Yang Kungfu, then you have Cheah. After Cheah you have Su Teng, then come to my master. We are the six. We are the six. So from there,
Sir, you're with.
yes. From there we practice how this Taiji itself. If you really want to do research on the actual benefit of Taiji, then you must learn the internal structure of Taiji. Actually, the internal structure of Taiji is governed by 10 classical principles. For instance, you must maintain the center of gravity when you practice. And how to maintain the center of gravity? We divide into two parts. One is the upper part of the body from head to your waist. That one you must maintain your head upright, but with the neck tilted in front, the chin tilted in front of it, so that you can open the gate from the back for the wisdom, the spirit to flow through the crown. They call it crown, but in Chinese actually it's 2 inch below the crown. The chi is flowing from the perineum to the crown and back to the brain. That is internal chi movement. So there are two types of chi. One is energy, one is spirit. So what is the difference between energy and spirit? Spirit is a more concentrated form of energy. when you can have a spirit move to your crown, then you more or less can achieve mental clearness. So whatever you think, what you do, you have a better understanding. In fact, for education too, then you find that it's easy to study new things. For instance, you see those olden days, those rich people, when their son, or their son I should say, they study at home, you see they have a pigtail, isn't it? They tie the pigtail with a string to the ceiling to make sure that their son don't sleep. But in order to read, the chin filter a bit, you get the angle. And that incidentally, it opened up the gate here at the back for the spirit to move to the crown. And then he achieved mental clarity. That's what we've been doing.
How did you meet your
Master Cheah. Actually, before I met Master Cheah, I was trained under his friend, in Bartos. At that time, when you want to look for martial arts, you cannot find anyone. All are very close. I've been looking around during my school days. Couldn't find one until this master started in Chiviko in Bartos. I learned from him for 2 years before Mr. took Kungfu.
So how was the training under him? Is it easy, tough, or how do you feel?
Training, you know, during those traditional type, training is always very tough. Training is very tough. It's not like the present day where you just follow the form. Then every form they want to make sure you execute it properly. So quite tough training. Especially when you are involved in martial arts prospects, then you have to train those kicking, sandbags. These are part of the training equipment that they have to use.
So it is interesting. You say that kicking the sandbag and hitting the sandbag. Is it a part of a Tai Chi training, or is it adapted from other martial arts?
Actually, it's part of Tai Chi training because when you're soft, you don't train some hard throws, you don't know how to use it. That's part of training. But of course, internally Tai training is they build up the ball resistant to punches. That's the way of training. So apart from that, the higher level is you have to do meditation.
How do you relate the Tai Chi that you have learned to other schools of Tai Chi? Is there any differences or any similarities?
The other school of Tai Chi, I don't know, they follow the 10 classical principle or not, but they are more on the physical side aspects rather than the Yang Cheah. They control the physical aspect.
So, what is your opinion on the modern Wushu Tai Chi, the competition routine of Tai Chi Chuan?
You see, this China, they develop for competition a certain form. So at present, shall I say, only you see the physical, only the physical, because they develop for as a sport. Then they pick up from the Yang Cheah, then they develop some form like that, but without taking into consideration of the 10 classical principle. So more or less you see the form.
So they are merely practicing the physical part of the art and not the internal. Okay. So many people think that Tai Chi is just for health, practicing for health. I think probably as you said, they are practicing the physical part, the soft and slow in the motion, everything of that. What is your opinion on the application of Tai Chi Chuan in real fighting, for example?
You see, in Tai Chi, it's quite true. People thought it's all for health purpose because normally old people only pick up Tai Chi. Young people, they are not patient to study Tai Chi. In order to use Tai Chi for self-defense, practically it takes many years to understand compared to when you learn other martial arts like karate or taekwondo. Like 3 months you can use it right, and they are focused on it right. Actually, all martial arts is the same. The main thing for Tai Chi is that due to the slow motion process, you learn to become in terms of attacks. So when you're calm, you can see people's attack movement towards you in a slow motion. So it's easier for you to counter. Counter-wise, it's all the same. It's all the same. If for a person to attack you, he must reach your body, right? So in Tai Chi, it's only one block. They call it hang. Block can be in many directions. And actually, it's only one step. They use different name is to differentiate in which position you are in. So that's why in China last time they order of young Tai Chi. Only 4 steps they defeat half of China. It's a martial art. Because it's the same. Everything you want to attack you, you must reach your body.
So, if I'm not mistaken, you have experience and you won in Muay Thai competition as well when you were young. So, what is your experience in competing in Muay Thai? And how the Tai Chi practice help you in that?
Well, that is in 2003, Southeast Asia Martial Art Tournament, where all martial artists are allowed to participate. There's no worry, except that you wear protective gear. So we have one disadvantage that most Tai Chi don't practice killing blow. So if you don't have killing blow, normally point you lose in points unless you have killing blows. And that's the only thing. But apart from that, you don't suffer damages like other martial arts suffer because you're more or less not force against force. So the only thing is you might not be able to get more points on it.
Where was the competition?
In 2003.
Where?
In
Which
KL.
location? Okay.
KL, Thailand, KL.
Okay. So you are going to participate in KL's Wushu competition next month, right?
Right.
So what motivates you to enter the competition again?
Actually, curious to find out that I'm not in competitive training, but with the knowledge of Tai Chi, whether I can stand up against those who train who have competitive training. That is the purpose.
Okay. Because as far as I know that those judges, they are not as experienced as you are, for example, and most of them are youngsters, and they don't even have a deep indulgence in traditional martial arts practice, and facing their so-called, okay, there's no prejudice, so-called incompetency in judging the real traditional art. What do you think?
Because for this casual competition, it depends on how you topple a person. So it's not on the form or the techniques. The motive is whether you can withstand people's attack and you don't fall down or push out the ring. So the judges should be still quite accurate because based on the criteria that when you fall down you lose 3 points or when you push out of the ring you lose 1 point. So it's quite simplified in a way.
So for this competition, right, do you try to improve your stamina? Because during the competition, you need to push for 3 rounds, and 1 round is about 3 minutes.
Like I say, you see, for Tai Chi, you don't use strength.
Yeah.
So once you don't use strength, you don't exhaust energy. So it's still maintained without going into competitive training. I want to see how good I can withstand those people with competitive training.
We stop for a while, then we go into the demo kind of thing. Okay. So that you can take your breakfast as well. Okay. Yeah, Master Cheah, So it becomes more interesting to discuss about how the application would be. Just now you talk about qi, the qi circulation and all this. Maybe you would remind us a little bit how we practice Taiji, the form with the breathing and the relationship between this breathing and the qi flow inside our body.
In Tai Chi practice, before that, first important thing is to maintain the center of gravity. Center of gravity in the body. And how to maintain the center of gravity so that you can achieve meditative Tai Chi is that there are principles. For instance, you need to keep the head straight, tilt a bit, and then the shoulder relax, hand relax. That will help you stabilize the top chi, top portion of chi to the dantian. That is center of gravity. Then with the waist loose, as well as differentiate between full and empty. When you step, they must always full and empty. Then it stabilizes the low portion of the body to accumulate the center of gravity at the dantian. Dantian means the center of gravity in our people. When you stand up, at the center is 2 inches below your navel, that is where your center of gravity. But when you move, the center of gravity runs. So important thing is to maintain that. And then to make the chi flow is when you breathe in, you pull the chi from the perineum up to the crown. When you breathe out from the crown, we go back to the perineum. It's similar to like when we were in the mother's womb. When you move through the umbilical cord, it moves from the two mimes at the back, positive up, perineum positive up, then through the crown, then it come back to the dantian back. That is the full circle of positive to negative. Similarly, when you were born, when you open your mouth, the link between the negative and positive has been broken when your mouth is open. So you use your tongue to touch your palate to form a breath. So where you can use your chi. So when you use your chi in practicing Tai Chi, you concentrate. When you breathe in, initially you concentrate on chi, you're breathing. But once you breathe, you're familiar with it already. You don't think about your breathing anymore. You think about chi flow. From the perineum back to the crown, and then from the crown go into the perineum back, and that is first step. Second step is you would direct your chi to go to individual part of your limbs at a certain posture. For instance, like you can go to the palm, then when you turn time, you go into the leg, go into the ground, where you absorb the ground energy back to the body. And that is when you practice real. Practice Tai Chi instead of only a Tai Chi exercise.
So in Tai Chi, we always mention about Jing in the sense of those impulsive power, or that kind of application. What is the relationship between Jing and this Qi?
Now, in order for you to have Qi, you must have Qi. Actually, Qi is vibrated from the Qi. You are supposed to vibrate your Qi without movement of your physical body, where the Qi can go out. It's not a hard force. It's from the body, the Qi will vibrate into Qi, which many people haven't ever mastered yet. What you see on is practical force, physical force. Except the way it can drive you far away is you make him off balance. That means center of gravity off. You push, you'll fly very far away. So these are all physical, not really Qing. Qing means you don't move your body, just touch the person fly. That is Qing.
So is there a special method to achieve that, or just practicing Tai Chi training?
Actually, with the breathing and the Qi movement, then you can develop it. That's why we want to develop the Qi to spirits. It means the concentration of Qi. You see, when you practice Qi, you can see there is an aura on your body. If you look, people concentrate, look at you and all, they can see there is an aura. Once the aura is taken, then it becomes a spirit. Once you got a spirit, then only you can have the Qi. But they take years of training, years of training.
So do you believe in what people say as Ling Kong Jing? In Taiji Quan, many so-called masters, they can perform sending others off without touching the person. So that is called Ling Kong Jing, what they say. Do you believe in that?
I don't believe. I have not come across anyone of that. I would like to try. If the person say he can do that, I will try. My knowledge is practical. If you stand in front of a strong fan, he cannot blow you off. So how can he, without touching you, blow you off? That is my theory.
Okay.
So I haven't met one who can perform that yet.
Okay. So practically, you think that there is no such thing, or until the present moment, you haven't met anybody with that capacity. Really,
Yes, and it's not to say we don't believe at all. There are things that happen we don't know. For instance, like those PM meditation, they can be elevated from the ground. How to explain? So unless we have experienced them, we can conclude whether it's true or not. You say no, but there's things happening.
Just now you mentioned that when we fasting, right, we don't need to move our body.
Yes.
So without moving our body, then how can we fasting?
So when you develop the strong spirit in the chi from your intention, you drove out the chi from your body to chin to hit the person.
But no physical
Must touch
movement.
contact. That's
Oh,
one.
physical contact.
But not a physical push.
If you think, would you please show us some of the basic Tai Chi movement like Li, Qi, An that you practice and things like that?
Then we can discuss on that. Where shall we exit?
Maybe over there we can take a